What if I slap my HR? I worked at a mid-sized tech company for about 3 years. Great job, decent pay. But our HR department was, let's just say they weren't winning any popularity contests. Our HR manager, Karen, yes really, had this talent for making simple requests feel like interrogations. The incident started when I requested time off for my sister's wedding. Standard 2-week notice. Filled out all the forms, followed protocol. Karen denied it because we don't approve vacation requests during Q4 crunch time. The wedding was in early November, and I'd been planning this for months. I tried reasoning with her, explained the situation, offered to work extra hours before and after, even suggested working remotely from the wedding location. Nope. Company policy is company policy, she said with that smug smile she always wore. Here's where it gets interesting. And embarrassing. After weeks of back and forth emails and meetings, I finally snapped during what was supposed to be our final discussion. Karen was being particularly condescending, talking to me like I was 5 years old, when she said, "Maybe next time you'll learn to plan your family events around our business needs." I stood up so fast my chair rolled backward. For about 3 seconds, I genuinely considered, well, let's just say my right hand started moving before my brain kicked in. I was so angry, so frustrated, that violence actually crossed my mind. But then something clicked. Maybe it was seeing the security camera in the corner, or remembering I had a mortgage to pay, or just basic human decency finally overriding my rage. Instead of doing something incredibly stupid, I took a deep breath and said, I need to step outside for a moment. I walked out of that office, went to the parking lot, and called my dad. He listened to me vent for 20 minutes, then said something I'll never forget. "Son, nobody can make you lose your job except you. Don't give them that power." When I came back inside, I didn't go to Karen. I went straight to her boss, the VP of operations. I calmly explained the entire situation, showed him all my documentation, and asked for a fair review of my request. Turns out, Karen had been denying legitimate requests left and right without proper justification. Long story short, I got my time off approved within 24 hours. The VP apologized for the miscommunication and assured me it wouldn't happen again. Karen was notably cooler toward me after that, but she never pulled that kind of stunt again. The real kicker? 3 months later, Karen was restructured out of her position. Apparently, several employees had complained about her management style, and my incident was just one of many. The company hired a new HR director who actually treats employees like human beings. I attended my sister's wedding, had an amazing time, and came back to work with a completely different perspective. I realized that no job, no matter how good, is worth compromising your integrity or your freedom. There are always better ways to handle conflict than resorting to anything physical or unprofessional. Looking back, I'm honestly terrified of how close I came to ruining everything. One moment of anger could have cost me my career, my reputation, maybe even resulted in criminal charges. All because I let someone else's unprofessionalism bring out the worst in me. The lesson here isn't just about avoiding physical confrontation, which should be obvious. It's about understanding that you always have options, even when it feels like you're trapped. Document everything. Know your company's escalation procedures, and never let emotions drive your decisions in professional settings. These days, whenever I feel that familiar surge of workplace frustration, I remember that parking lot phone call with my dad. I take a step back, breathe, and find a constructive way forward. Trust me, your future self will thank you for keeping your hands to yourself and your professionalism intact.